All right. We're starting off a little inadvisedly late tonight. I like to play Genshin in the evenings, and this event is starting. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully, I will stop in a timely fashion so I'll get some sleep. But I'd like to do some of this tonight. For those of you who don't know, I'm Newt Mechanist. I play games with my cats. You can see two of them current. Technically, you can see three. Um, no, the game isn't set properly in that. I thought I had the game set in Twitch, but apparently not. Let's get that properly toggled. It is set. Oh, that's weird. Okay. A little out of sorts. We got done with a long stream today already. But I play games with my cats. Top center is Ember. Left bottom is Sammy sitting on a little cat stand thing there. And you can technically see Sky's tail at the top of the bottom center camera there. So yeah, we're going to be doing some of the new patch stuff in Genshin. I haven't been playing it terribly long. We're adventure rank 41, and I'm just starting to do some of the quest stuff. I'd like to get enough of the little Primo Gem things to try to get the Kirara character. To me, it's largely irrelevant if I get one of the two 5 stars as long as I get her. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Okay, I need to adjust something real quick here. It's required that we, for this event, that we be able to see that little user ID right there in the lower right. So, adjusting the position of my avatar a moment. To get that set up, get things saved, push some buttons. Very professional right now. We're very, very on board with this. I normally wouldn't be streaming at this time of day. It's totally advisable. Okay, good, good, good. That, and this. And push this button. And then we go back in the game. See, now you can see the little UID thing. Isn't that nice? All right. Get these little trial dealies out of the way. Game audio actually going. Oh, man. Little cat noises. Okay, yeah, her second attack, she throws the sword. If for no other reason than this is is why I would like this character. That's adorable. Let's see.
Let the show begin. Right here, please.
Oh, Barbara and her are a pretty good combo for spreading Dendro all over the place. There we go. Get these Primo Gems. We're probably going to resume questing shortly. Just have to get all of that out of the way, you know? Push another button here. There we go. There we go. In here, pick up the tokens. Oops. Hit the wrong button. That's the character I'm going to be shooting for, so we'll hoard Primo Gems as we trot through the plot line at a leisurely pace. I spent a ridiculous amount of time exploring, which inflated my adventure rank quite a bit compared to the plot progression. That talent again. Okay, she has a kind of a retaliate like Bido does. Ah, okay. Hers is time spent charging, though, as opposed to number of times the shield gets hit. Okay.
Flags fly. Observe. Strike is one.
I do like the attack animations in this game. It's fun times.
Observe. Break a leg. Flags out.
There's some sort of number appearing on her when she uses those abilities. What that is. Maybe it's a constellation thing? No. Some sort of number appears over her during some of her moves.
Unleash. Strike is one.
So I had two there.
Observe.
Wonder what that's
Break
about.
a leg. Flag fly. Flags out. Observe.
Very defensive, like several of the Geo characters I've encountered.
Strike is one. And step.
Wait a minute. Weapon. It's this thing. This Husk of Opulent Dreams set bonus. Let's see. When they're on the field, one stack when you hit with a Geo attack. It's every 3 seconds. They gain stacks when they're off the field. Get more defense and Geo damage. And the stacks last until you spend 6 seconds without gaining one, so you want to keep landing Geo damage.
Time to clean up. Observe.
Okay. Someday I may figure out a good way to put a Geo character into the formation, but right now, at least for me, it's working really well to just go nuts and keep attacking, you know. Good times, good times. Claymore.
One with my blade.
Check that. I remember reading about this character. Okay, melee combatants do cryo damage inside the field that he creates. Okay. Knock up and AoE cryo damage for his big move. Attack faster while in the field. Let's see, when the blade disappears, another one comes down and does cryo damage. Okay. Like an aftershock kind of thing. Okay. Okay. And we have Zhongling to act as our...
Swift and merciful.
Yep.
Forth, my blade.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this!
One with my blade. From whence you came. Spirit blade, attack!
You're toast!
That's a mean combo. Her burst and him fighting inside of the field so that you're constantly triggering melt. That's pretty cool. So much of the team composition in this game comes down to which characters you get access to and how you like to play, which I do like. Got all our doodads here. Get that red exclamation point out of there. Oof. Hmm. Elemental skill cause elemental damage or cause elemental damage. Use an elemental skill and cause elemental damage. Use the skill, your elemental skill damage goes up. And it can stack. That last line is confusing to me. You get to 3 stacks. Character will gain 12% all damage bonus when they possess 3 stacks. Don't get it. I probably won't ever use this, but this path thing.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey.
This is one of the storylines. Oh, okay.
But she was deceived, and the memory of...
Yep. It's the... I remembered seeing that. Dailies. And weeklies. It was nice of them to count the, what I was playing technically today. Okay, okay. I think we've got all the widgets accounted for, don't we? We'll do those commissions. think I managed to do 1 or 2 10 draws on her banner. Managed to get her.
I see everything.
Feel lucky, she's really capable. Also adorable. And that's important. Get those little bomb dealies coming up ahead. So let's make sure we're triggering those early.
Haven't won yet.
Hey, not so hard. That's cheating. Ready, steady, go. Everyone hold hands. I'll race you there.
Killing this thing very fast. Hey,
Eyes on me.
no escape.
There we go. Character offense isn't terribly high, but you know. Buttons here. Okay. Switch over to this. Stepping away for just a moment. Be right back. Well, if you're still there, I appreciate you popping by to say hello, Onyx. Settle back in here, and then we will continue. Here we go. Ooh.
There's still a
Over to the
long
Traveler
road ahead.
here. He is my only viable arrow source for getting these dandelions. Aren't there a point in such that we can get the? Well, okay, we'll do that later. Otherwise, I'll get caught up and do random things instead of questing like I want to. Nahida is great if for no other reason than being able to do that. Hoover up all the little fruit and what have you.
Everyone hold hands. I'll protect us.
I have an alternate formation I'd like to build up, but I've got a couple of characters that I need to get all ranked up and ready to accomplish it. So I wouldn't mind this way. Got Dea. Can't recall when. It's one of the pulls I've done previously. And some of her skills seem pretty cool, but I haven't been able to get all the materials I need to level her up. Her skills sound neat. And then I've got Official that would still let me keep an archer. Though that's not 100% necessary, but she seems to have some cool abilities with things like Stellar Predator and whatnot. And her Constellation, which I got a bit of. So, all these seem cool. But for the time being, this team works pretty well. All of our I believe it's actually pronounced Primo Gem based on what they're saying, like Primal Gem. But given their use case, it really seems like it's supposed to be Primo Gem.
Windblade!
This might hurt a little.
Oh, fighting an ice slime in the rain. Ugh. It's not good.
Did you know that the sound of thunder is the prelude to new life? Soon, this land will be brimming with vitality.
Before I forget again, let's get my Pyro Elemental out here. I mean, in theory, I could use Xiangling
Leave it
for
to
fire, but there are times when I regularly have to switch over to the Archer because of some sort of exploration dealy.
I see everything.
Bop, bop. Oh, almost walked right into that lightning bolt. Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Come on, we can do it.
It's going to be raining. Make use of the fire arrows.
Power that ended Python.
That one. I recall seeing this one before. Not the ideal route, but it's the route we're taking. Ultimately, I guess I wouldn't know if it is the ideal route. This is the best one. Stand near the fire, not in the fire.
Everyone hold hands. Hey. Everyone hold hands. Let it rain.
The burning does help. I should say. I like what the burning does as far as damage contribution. It is useful. Okay. Click. I do wish some of their interface would confirm more quickly. They could do with a little less, are you sure?
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing today.
Okay,
Ad
extra
Astra
doodads.
Abyssosk. Welcome.
I usually have a character gathering up meats so that I have plenty of them for cooking, since those are things that you have to go out and, murder for. Similarly, getting a lot of those little sugar flowers seems useful. Okie dokie. What were we doing? Ah, that's right, we were doing... Tiana's quest. And I believe I need to... I'm guessing I need to ask her for the special flavoring in the drink this time. Sadly, it means we have to talk through the glacial conversation path of this guy. I am very drunk, and I'm going to talk at length about things.
When you're enjoying a delicious, but well, it should be a piece of cake. Oh, and anyway, if you want, I'm gonna.
All out of ingredients. Again. Ugh, I really don't understand why these adults love to drink so much.
Another character that would be fun to get.
Because all the drinks you make are so delicious. All it takes is just one sip and they're hooked.
And I thought self-control was the most important quality of being an adult.
I think she's cryo-based. Wouldn't be terrible.
Well, it just so happens that self-control often falls by the wayside when someone's enjoying one of your delicious specialty drinks.
All that means is that they're nothing but a bunch of drunkards that don't know. Hey, who you calling Kitty? Haven't you seen anyone of the cat's line bloodline before?
Oh, hello there. Are you here to visit the cat's tail? Here for the kitties, huh? They're all quite friendly. After all, there aren't many places
Oh,
in
no, I did the wrong
I've
thing.
never seen such a bunch. What kind of
Well, judging from the... See? However, you've come... If you're willing to wait.
Huh?
Consider it... Is that so? Oh, and maybe after interacting with them for a bit, the three cats that
Wrong
snuck
option.
out
You
are...
gotta take the
Then
I'm here
come
for the
on.
drinks option.
I am not. Whatever. So all we have.
I'll leave you to it.
Whoops. I do like this little storyline
Drinks at the
mechanism.
cat's tail. Oh, hey! And time simply starts.
It's just
slipping
hard
away
not to
when
pick
you're
the
enjoying a
options that
delicious
say I like
specialty
cats.
cocktail and surrounded by a bunch of cute kitties. Well, it should be a. Oh, and anyway, if you, I'm gonna.
So we've gone down the cat path on it. We've gone down the drink base
All
on
out
it.
of ingredients.
Because all the drinks you make are so... Well, it just so happens...
All that means is that they're nothing but a bunch. Hey, who you
Oh, hello there. You're here for the drinks?
The
Unfortunately, we're pretty much out of
drink base
ingredients.
route. One of the
Besides-
forks on it has an obnoxious stealth sequence.
Besides, you don't look like you're even old enough to drink yet. Huh, that's what every underage person says when they come here trying to sneak a drink. Unless you just want to try a drink because you think it's the romantic thing that adults do. Huh. Those sleazy old men over there once thought the same thing. I just don't get why everyone is so obsessed with alcohol.
That's enough, Diona. This traveler obviously made a trip here to have a drink. We should always do our best to satisfy the customer's needs. Consider this the tavern management's request.
Oh, all right. So one special cocktail is all I need to make, right?
The forks in this one are a little easier to discern.
Fine. Since you seem to fantasize about alcohol so much, I'll make you something that'll crush whatever dreams you had about the stuff. That way, maybe you won't become another one of those annoying and smelly old drunks. Though we do have some drink base and flavoring ingredients left. Since you're looking for a special drink, I'm willing to put in the effort and search for some special ingredients. But considering the time, I can only make either the drink's base or flavoring more special. So, what'll it be? The drink's base or flavoring to be more unique?
Indeed. Flavoring.
A drink with special flavoring, huh? Well, that'll be easy enough. I was planning on looking for some more flavorings anyway. I got a list of things we can search for. Let's go visit Blanche first. I placed an order for some flavoring ingredients that should be ready by now.
Welcome. Is there anything you need?
Hello, Blanche. I came to pick up my order.
Diana, let me see. Yes, 15 lizard tails, 7 vials of butterfly dust. Everything other than the bottle of frog mucus is ready.
Such lovely ingredients.
No rush on that. I'll take whatever's ready. Someone from the tavern will come to settle the bill later.
Ember's all conked out.
All right. Thank you for your business.
Well, yeah, I did ask Timaeus before about what ingredients they use to improve the taste of alchemic medicine. He mentioned things like lizard tails and crystal cores, but I think crystal cores overlap too much with the texture of ice cubes, so I chose not to use them. I have, however, always wanted to try frog mucus. According to Timaeus, it can make the texture of a drink as thick as mud.
Even some of the prior ones, her goal in life is to make the worst drink possible so that people who drink it never want to drink again. But anything that Okay. We seem to be operating again. Let's verify all the stuff. All right, we can solve this a little bit. Twitch side seems to have choked a bit. Let's stop that and restart it. There we go. There we go.
Now, all we have left to get is some fish scales and slime condensate. Let's search for those in the wild. Once we have everything, I can make you that drink.
Yay! Alright, where we go?
I see everything. We made it. Whether it's the meat skin or tails, the fish here have great texture and quality. They also have a strong but interesting grass-like scent to the meat and scales here too. Most people can't handle it, but to the foodies that have unique tastes, it's amazing! But no, I just overheard stuff from a bunch of old drunks while I was making drinks. Please, not like I went out of my way to learn about fish or anything.
Of all of the characters encountered so far, she is the most tsundere of all of them. She has a whole lot of "it's not like I like you" kind of lines. She even has the look, the angry glance to the side kind of look.
Anyways, just go down there and catch us a few fresh fish. I have way too many ingredients here, and it'd be a hassle for me. Did you catch any
I have not. Remember one of the daily commissions has little Timmy wanting you to help feed the ducks so they'll leave the pigeons alone. And one of the things that can happen is you can kill the ducks. You can shoot the ducks. And little Timmy freaks out if you do it. Which leads into a subsequent commission where you have to, like, make it up to him. Come here, frog. Is this the fresh fish she wants me to give her?
Did you catch any
Okay, we need fresh fish. Is this that I have to go to a fishing point? Suppose I should have paid more attention while she was talking. While we're at it, there is a wisp up there that I haven't seen before. Or never noticed before. Moment. Does her presence here create a fishing point? There we go. It's these fish that spawn next to her.
Did you catch any?
There we go.
Wow, you swim really well. And you're almost as good at catching fish as the cats I look after. First, we need to scrape off the scales. Oh, and make sure you also collect the mucus on the fish. Ooh, ooh, whoa, the smell of fish. Ooh, along with that unique grassy smell, it's so strong. But that's okay. It's the potent aroma we need. It's too much for you, huh? I guess I can understand. You're not a professional bartender. After all, your tolerance for special ingredients is not like mine.
This sounds like one of those gourmet things that is gourmet because somebody declares it to be. Like, oh, you just have an unrefined palate, you know? Said the person selling the garbage pieces of the fish.
All right, that'll just about do it. Soaking the scales in the mucus collected from the fish will help preserve them for now. Next, we need to get some slime condensate. I know a place with tons of slime. Let's go!
The effect of her ability is hit scan, so you have to be able to get a straight line to the item, and even then, sometimes it doesn't hit them. It's line of sight is a better way to describe it.
I see everything.
In lieu of walking, let's just hop over there. Impulsively grab all the sparklies on the way.
Everyone hold hands. Look, the slimes are looking for it just ahead. If I go after those slimes, I might ruin all the ingredients I have with me. And that would be bad. Can you defeat those slimes and bring me the slime condensate?
Hello there.
Did you get the slime condensate? Great job! Quick and precise. Only people who don't drink can fight like that. I think slime condensate will intensify the taste and texture of the drink. You might be a little unfamiliar, but aside from the
A
taste
malicious
of the
giggle.
alcohol, those old drunkards are also very keen on the texture of the drink. They've even invented a number of phrases to describe it. For example, sticky like honey, or refreshing as the springs. Puh. They use beautified ways of describing their drinks, but drinking is drinking. It doesn't matter how you make it sound. Alcohol is still a terrible thing. The reason I want to use slime condensate is because I want a dense, sticky consistency. Once I put this into a drink, I'm sure it'll preserve its form and start absorbing the alcohol quickly. Those old boozers wanted to try something different, huh? Well, they can try this sticky, gluey, drunken slime. So I can make the worst drink conceivable and show everyone the true nature of alcohol. In order to attract customers, taverns use all kinds of strategies strategies and schemes to make people believe that alcohol is not only good, but a necessity. Huh. They use special ingredients, come up with fancy names, and promote limited-time drinks for holidays and events. They come up with all kinds of reasons to get people drinking.
Angry little kitty.
And Dawn Winery is at the heart of it all. They have no boundaries when it comes to selling alcohol. Their one and only goal is to make sure that people keep drinking and that their own pockets get filled with mora. Not only is it a crime, but it's also a scam. No good can come from alcohol. My mission is to make the worst drink ever and to wake people up and free Mondstadt from the jaws of alcoholism. That is why I'm always
Little crusader.
searching for new ingredients and experimenting with them. However, up until now, I haven't been able to make a single bad drink, no matter what ingredients I use. All the drinks I mix only make those deadbeat drunks all the happier. I've already lost track of how many kinds of ingredients I've tried. I've even used ingredients way more unusual than this, and have yet to ever succeed. I really don't know what I need to do to make the most horrendous drink in the world.
And the prior arc with the drink base got some sort of weird herbal concoction that the hilly churls, little gremlin guys, make. And apparently it smells horrific, like it'll knock out your sense of smell, potent. And she made something out of that, and it was still delicious, but it also cured his hangover.
I've always stuck to my own way of making drinks, although I've watched other bartenders before and learned a bit from them as well. What are you trying to say? That my methods aren't professional enough? Believe you me, I've done my research. I've studied how to handle a shaker, adjust the temperature of the glasses, and even the subtle techniques of stirring.
The combination of derision and brag in that little spiel.
My mixing technique? You're saying the reason I can't make terrible tasting drinks is because of my technique? It's true that I've never been professionally trained, but I hear from the old drunkards that it's very complicated, that every step must be precise, that even the slightest mistake is unacceptable. Or else... That's right! Or else the drink will taste bad!
She has to learn to do it correctly so that she knows how to do it incorrectly.
I see. I've never thought of it this way before. First, we need to find someone to ask about the techniques of mixing a great drink. Then, we use the same ingredients and purposely mess up every step of the process. Oh, yeah! This might finally work! Woohoo! Wait a second. How did you come up with this idea? You don't secretly drink a lot, do you? That's a good thing. It'd be best to never have a single drop.
The background of the character's motivation seems to be that her father, the head of the hunters over in one of the little towns, is an alcoholic. Whole part of one of the branches in this narrative goes around the fact that her father gets drunk and runs off to try to find an ingredient that she had mentioned, and you have to rescue him.
All right, then. First, I need to find a professional bartender. One that I could consult about the ways of mixing a drink professionally. Now, where could I find someone? Does this mean I need to go to Angel's Share? Or Dawn Winery?
Both of them are owned by the same person. The area that the Dawn Winery is on is owned by the guy that owns the Angel Share bar.
Nope, nope, never. I refuse to ever set paw in those places. Don't even ask. I have my own reasons. Let's head back first. We've collected plenty of ingredients. As for the mixing techniques, I'll figure it out another way.
Diona? And this is? Oh, it's the honorary knight.
He's, winemaker. He's one of the people that works at the winery.
Oh, what a coincidence running into you two here. Are you out collecting ingredients? So what are you planning to whip up this time? It's always a surprise to see what you make. I myself know a thing or two about mixing drinks, but Elzer tells me that my drinks can't even compare to Diona's. They seem to lack that special something. I've been looking for some inspiration, but I've been stuck in a rut. I'm not sure whether it's the traditional techniques I use, or if I'm just too conservative with my ingredients.
You mean I should ask him for some professional pointers? Alright. Perhaps we'll do. Yeah, you're trying to find new mixing inspiration, and I'm trying some new recipes out. Maybe we can exchange some ideas.
Oh, why, I'd be honored. No problem at all.
However, for the ingredients, we must use the ones I've just collected. I have lizard tails, butterfly dust, fish scales, and slime condensate.
We need to use these materials, huh? Well, I guess it's time for me to expand my repertoire as well. Let's go back to the winery. I have some basic mixing tools there.
Stuff, whatever it is we're going to make, just sounds horrific, doesn't it? Be this sort of grassy, fishy jello or pudding,
You mean we have to go to Dawn Winery? Couldn't we also go to Angel's Share? I mean, they have a full range of mixing tools.
Well, you are the bartender at the Cat's Tail, right? Given that the Cat's Tail and Angel's Share are competitors, it would be rather inappropriate if you were to mix drinks there. That would probably cause quite a bit of trouble for Margaret as well. Besides, there are many loyal patrons at Angel's Share. With your reputation, it'd cause quite a commotion if you were to be seen mixing drinks there. In any case, I wouldn't recommend going to Angel's Share. Besides, the winery's close by. There's no need for us to go so far.
I wonder if somebody sent him here.
Speaking of the winery, won't that guy Elzer be there?
Elzer? Sure, he'll be there. But he's been busy lately taking care of guild matters. Why do you ask?
Just as long as he's not around. Our little exchange here is between just the two of us. It'd be best if others don't get involved. Well, except for the traveler here. We've been out collecting ingredients together. He's kind of like, my assistant. He'll be allowed to participate.
Fine by me. Shall we get going? The winery isn't far. We'll be there in no time.
Not far off at all. Oop.
Hey!
Her counterattack move is still one of my favorite things. Big defense and a punish opportunity. And the ability itself acts as a auto-cancel, so... lets you get to the end of the greatsword combo that normally is a, plant the sword in the ground kind of move. use that and then can restart the combo.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Oh, you're here. Look, I've already prepared all the tools we need. Sure, they're a little basic, but they should do just fine. I've also prepared a top-shelf bottle of dandelion wine to use as a drink base. Oh, I've also heard that you don't like to see people drink too much. Am I right? So today, we'll strictly just exchange techniques. There will be no talk of drinking, and even if we try the drinks, we'll just only have a little taste. How's that sound?
Fine, I suppose. These tools will suffice.
Well, we've always been hoping to invite Diona to our winery to instruct us on her techniques of mixing drinks.
We saw her and we immediately came running.
Though the preparations have been made, we've just never had the chance. So how could I not be fully prepared now that she's willing to come today? Oh, and to keep things fair, we'll need an impartial judge.
Well, we have the honorary knight.
Yes, but he doesn't look... so honest and forthcoming. You are, after all, the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. What impressive discipline. Then who could we find to be the judge?
Oh. That was a rehearsed line there for sure. Who could we find to be the judge?
Connor, there you are. I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
It's a pantomime.
Elzer, your timing couldn't be any more perfect. I'm about to have a little mixing competition with Diona here.
What? Really? That's great. Would it be all right if I stayed to observe?
Actually, we're looking for a judge. Would you be free to help us out?
Why, I'd be delighted. It'd be an honor to have an opportunity to have a taste of Diona's craft.
What's that old booze sponge Elzer doing here, He doesn't think I'm here to collaborate with them, does he? Don't you know, Elzer used to always show up at the Cat's Tail. Every time he came, he would always be sweet-talking me, trying to get me to work with the Dawn Winery to come up with some sort of new drink. He needs to know that that'll never happen. Not until
Never,
I figure out
ever.
how to make the most terrible drink in the world.
So then, shall we begin, Diona?
Hearing that motivation, you know?
Sure, but like I said before, this is an exchange of techniques as bartenders. Anyone not involved should stay away.
What is that supposed to mean?
Elzer, why don't you just take a break over there? We'll bring over the drinks once they're finished.
Wait, but I was...
Elzer, just...
Their faces are gonna cramp up with all the facial cues they're throwing at each other. Whole lot of wink, wink.
Ah, right. I shouldn't disturb the mixing process. I'll be over there. Just let me know if you need me.
All right, since I invited you here, I'll begin. Lizardtail's bitter nature will ruin the alcohol's texture and taste. We should soak it in distilled spirits first to remove the bitterness, then add it to the dandelion wine later as flavoring. Slime condensate in small amounts could improve the texture, but not too much, otherwise the alcohol might start to coagulate.
Everything he's saying, she's going to do the opposite of. She's going to dunk that lizard tail right in there. She's going to use all the slime condensate.
The smell of these fish scales is way too strong. There's no way it could go in a drink. And is butterfly dust even edible?
Fish scales will go in to make it stink, and the butterfly dust maybe... I don't know, poison?
Oh well. Let's start mixing and see what we end up with. And voila, it's done. Elzer, if you could please do the honors.
The color and presentation. It looks very interesting. Let me have a try. Upon an initial taste, the impact of the distilled spirits mixed with the refreshing dandelion wine along with a hint of bitterness all work to accentuate the distinct flavor of the drink. And this slightly thicker texture. It really is a memorable drink.
That would be kind of weird if it was necessarily, you wouldn't want it to be like honey or something like that, but somewhere between liquid and syrup,
Yes, not bad, Connor. Looks like you finally found the right inspiration to guide your mixing techniques.
Perhaps an incredibly thick soup.
It's all thanks to Diona. If she hadn't asked for this little exchange of skills and provided all the ingredients, then I'd probably still be confined to my old techniques and usual ingredients. However, I wasn't able to find a way to use the butterfly dust and fish scales. Seems that my creativity is still quite limited.
No worries. Not everyone possesses Diona's genius intuition and techniques. No need to be so hard on yourself.
So, he actually made something good out of these ingredients. Do you remember all the techniques he used? Well, the process wasn't too complicated. Next, all we have to do is follow the same steps, but mess them all up. All right. First, you could try making a drink using the same techniques. Because observation and experimentation come first when a professional bartender is faced with a new mixing technique. As my assistant, you must try your best to make a horrible, terrible tasting drink. Meanwhile, I'll watch closely and see if there's any room for improvement.
So in the drink base storyline, we got that herbal soup, as they referred to it, the hilly churl herbal drink thing that their shamans make, which is, bad tasting and foul smelling. With one of the pathways, she has you mix it for the same reason. Well, because she asserts that if she mixes it, it'll taste really good. So she makes you mix it, and it smells horrific, and it tastes awful, and the guy throws up immediately after. And it's that, intense sickness that sobers him up. On the other path, where you have to do the stealth thing, she mixes it. And it ends up being, I think it still smells bad, but it ends up being delicious, and something about it, like after drinking that drink, it clears his mind.
So Diona's going to be making the next drink for us, right?
I just can't wait to see what she'll be making.
They're finishing each other's sentences.
Sure, but before I do, let's
Most
allow my
expected off
assistant to have
camera,
a
there's
try.
one of their assistants
He's
with cue
also
cards,
very interested in mixing drinks.
Is he a bartender as well? Ooh, aren't we lucky? We're in for a treat. Please, this way. All the materials and tools are already prepared. You may start when you're ready.
Ba-do-ba-do. Right in the dandelion line.
Huh. They added the whole lizard tail without distilling it. Is this some kind of new mixing technique?
Yes, nicely done. Just make everything a total mess.
Small portion. All of the slime condensate.
That's it. That's it. Oh, this will definitely
It's gonna end up being amazing.
You put all of it in? What kind of a drink is this?
Didn't seem to add any butterfly dust and fish scales. Add all of it.
That's right. Add all of it. This drink is just about ready.
All right, Elzer. Could you please do the honors for this one as well?
Just pour it all in a bucket.
On second thought, Connor, I think you should taste this, unique drink. Who knows? Maybe you'll find some more inspiration for your mixing.
Are we gonna kill a man? Alright, let's... Hey there, Megan! Welcome to the inadvisedly late stream of Genshin Impact. Okay. Quick swap for gadgets. That's kind of useful. I didn't know that this was a thing. But anyway. Is that... So there's the stinking fish scales. How are you doing tonight, Megan? You did join us for observation duty, but, you know, how are things doing now? I like this sort of color scheme, this blue fading to purple, with a little pink in there. That's actually close to the color scheme that is the original color palettes for Niano, the concept behind the goo in the tubes and the heart there. Oh, I know the feeling. I would take mine now, but it's actually too late. If I take them now, then I will sleep too late, and I can operate on less and like nap later and make up a bit for it. Doesn't really make up for it, but it helps me be functional. But if I take the meds, I will sleep really late. There's like there's a minimum duration, you know? How it bubbles and whatnot.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
All right, are you done mixing the drink?
I like how it's ... drink ? What are you working on with this footage? Thick slime condensate has combined with the alcohol, while the lizard tail has expanded and is now floating on top of the drink. The butterfly dust is scattered all over the place, and some fish scales have sunk to the bottom of the glass.
I'm sorry, but this drink is way too creative for me. I'm afraid I couldn't stomach it.
Yes, this drink is, very creative. Connor, I think you should taste it.
Ah. So are you playing it on like the original console and trying to record it that way, or are you playing it on a console, I should say? Okay. Seen a lot of games get revitalized on the new platforms lately.
Looks like it worked. All we have to do is mess up every step of a professional mixing method, and we end up with an absolutely terrible drink.
It's gonna be delicious. This is gonna be amazing.
Yes, this is a splendid drink you've made. However, I'm afraid we can't serve it to customers like this. Here. Hand me the drink. Let's keep the alcohol and dump all the other ingredients. I'll use that as a base to mix a new drink. First, I'll chop the lizard tail into slices. Then, soak it in the drink. Next, add the slime condensate and stir. Then leave it to settle for a bit. Finally, we sprinkle the butterfly dust in.
Yeah, Diona is adorable. She is a little calico cat girl. Her whole gimmick is that she hates alcohol. The supposed reason, I believe, is that one of the story arcs that's available here showed that her father is an alcoholic and keeps getting into trouble as a result. Sometimes life-threatening trouble. So it is her mission to destroy the alcohol industry in the nation we're in. And she plans on doing that by making the worst drink imaginable and showing people how terrible it is. And then they will swear off alcohol. But she is a drink mixing savant. And anything that she does turns out amazing. Like, we just went through a similar process, but now she's taking it and like ad-libbing it. And how she's changing it. So it's like, hey, we're instead of just dunking the lizard tail in there, we're going to slice it, all that. The way she's describing the process is very different than what we did. She had us to go in there and mess it up.
Oh, wait! I almost forgot the fish scales! Ooh. Okay, let's add it to the drink along with the mucus from the jar.
It does. I like these little hangout stories, these branching storylines. One, they reward you decently for them, but they're still fully voiced, and they're fun. And you get to see different pathways.
And then we stir. Come on, be dreadful, be awful, be absolutely disgusting!
But because she made it, it's going to be magical.
Elzer, Diona is mixing a drink, right?
I've never seen such a technique before, but it is Diona after all. She must have her own way, I suppose.
And we're done! This specialty drink will be the first blow in tearing down the lies of the alcohol industry. Please, have a taste. Come and realize your empty delusions of alcohol.
All right, Megan.
Whoa! This taste! Why, I've never had anything like it.
Let me try. What a splendid drink! Though the bitterness of an entire lizard tail is quite potent, it is perfectly complemented by the refreshing and sour flavor of the dandelion wine. In addition, the fish scales that were broken up during the stirring process have lost all their fishiness after soaking in the alcohol. The remaining flavor somehow enriches the taste of the drink. The texture of all the slime condensate after fully absorbing all the alcohol has become rich and dynamic. And lastly, the pinch of butterfly dust adds a finishing touch that makes this drink perfect. It is sensational both visually and in taste. A true display of craftsmanship.
Like, she messed up with the fish scales. She thought she had left them out and just tossed them in and stirred it up. But in doing so, in that last stage, it broke up the scales by stirring and changed it.
What?
The drink I made earlier isn't even worth mentioning compared to this one. And I thought my drink was inspiring.
Oh, stop joking around! You two must have drunk so much that your nose and tongue have lost their senses. Huh?
Actually, it smells pretty nice.
After all I've done? How is it that my drink still tastes great? Ugh, I must not have messed up enough somewhere. Please, use this drink as your base and try making your drink again. Whatever you do, just make it disgusting.
Make a terrible drink. Do what she did and see what happens. We'll see if it's actually, like, the same if we do it. Poor heap. They get crushed up in the mixing process.
Yuck! What is the smell? The pungent fish smell, sticky slime condensate, and spongy lizard tail. Not to mention the butterfly dust everywhere. Though you didn't
This is
really
the same
follow
thing
the
that she did.
process we discussed. It seems that you've actually got quite a knack for this. All right, let's show this to Elzer and Connor.
Ooh, is this another one of Diona's new drinks?
Oh, I hope he chugs it. Do it.
Ugh, what is this? Even if you purposely tried to botch it, it'd still be hard to make something as hideous as this. No, keep it away from me, please. Just take that somewhere else.
Huh? What's wrong? This is Diona's specialty drink, right? Let me try.
She's gonna kill a man with this.
Oh, you are Diona's assistant after all. Your craft must be ahead of the curve. So far ahead of the curve that I don't feel so good. Sorry, I'm just gonna go over there. Oh.
In my personal and honest opinion, this drink is absolutely terrible.
Just being in the proximity of it is making him sick. And the other guy tasted it and has probably tossed his cookies, you know?
Aren't you supposed to be Diona's assistant? The drinks that she makes are out of this world. You use the same ingredients and followed nearly the same mixing process, but how is it that the drinks she makes are never bad?
It's true. No matter what new and unusual ingredients she uses, Diona has never disappointed a single customer.
Earlier they were describing that, well, and they made it very clear these guys were pantomiming. They have a script that they're working through here. I don't know if it's somebody sent them to work with her like in a friendly way, or that this was an opportunity that they have been planning for and seized upon. So they have a script, like they're bad actors. They're signaling each other.
If you don't believe me, you can ask anyone who's ever gone for a drink in Mondstadt. There's not a single soul that doesn't reminisce about your specialty drinks. All it takes is a single sip, and you'd wish that you could drink it for the rest of your life.
Drink? For the rest of your life?
Yeah, and the most impressive part of it all is the never-ending list of new ingredients that you are using.
Her quest to make the worst thing possible and use the weirdest, nastiest ingredients is working for good drinks.
No matter what kind of ingredients it may be, if you make it, it'll be delicious.
Delicious?
After all, you are the genius bartender of Mondstadt, an originator of unique drinks, and the pinnacle of... Huh? Diona, are you all right?
No, Connor, you overdid it.
Did I really? Sorry, I couldn't control myself.
No, stop! Stop joking around. I can make a drink that tastes like that. Here, watch this. Give me that drink you just made. I'll show you. I'm gonna add all the remaining ingredients. Lizard tails, fish scales, mucus, and the sun condensate.
Oh, even the way that they have her talk is pretty cute. Mucus.
And stir. Come on, be dreadful, be awful, be absolutely disgusting. It can't be that hard. Done. My all-new specialty, and this time...
Oh my, what a fragrance!
She does. She has a supernatural ability to make good drinks.
And the color.
What is this delightful smell? It's like a whole new sensation for me.
What is this unique coloring? It's another perfect drink.
Stop joking around, you two old drunks!
I love the stills at the end of the story arcs. Like right there, they're just having the most amazing time with this new wonderful drink. And her world is fracturing around her. And that's all of Diana's. Diona? I think so. Just a second. I'm going to be right back. And we will continue. Getting settled back in here. Okie dokie. Let's see. Who's next? Oh, Noelle has a lot of storyline to her.
It's hard to remain on dry land for so long. Could never quite seem to get my land legs back.
Do.
Rain is a precious source of drinking water. There's no need for it now, though.
I see everything. Hey! Is that the honorary knight? Hello? Huh? Seems like someone's
I finally get to meet you, honorary knight.
Rose and gold and pearl, battle maid.
I'm Noelle, a maid of the Knights of Favonius. Apologies. I've yet to officially join the Knights. As a maid, and in order to be worthy of this armor, I'm currently undergoing the Knights of Favonius chivalric training. Yes, I haven't passed the selection trials yet, but I've been asking senior knights for advice on how to become a true Knight of Favonius. I asked Amber how to make a Baron bunny. Oh, and Kaya's been keeping me busy with various small tasks. I even asked the Spark Knight to pass on her experiences, although Master Jean grounded us shortly after. Actually, I have always wanted to receive guidance from the honorary knight.
The little sparkles all around her.
I was worried that it might be too presumptuous to ask. I've seen you on the streets of Mondstadt occasionally, but I've always been too busy to disturb you. I just finished today's cleaning for the Knights and was about to start my training when I saw you. Oh, if it's not too much trouble, could I ask you for some guidance on my chivalric training? I'd like
Wonder
to
if
get your
there's a
opinion
fork
on
there.
something as a senior knight. I've been keeping up with my maidly duties and nightly exercises. But training progress has been a little slow. You know, just basic strength and endurance training. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and running 2 laps around Mondstadt as a morning routine. I'm actually incredibly busy every day. It's just that I always feel like something's missing.
You lack his rest.
Rest? But... oh, I've still got so much work to do. Besides, I'm still not skilled enough. Any free time that I get should be spent training. If I want to become a real knight soon, I have to continue to put in more effort than the others.
She's one of those people that thinks she's underperforming when in reality she is raising the bar of what other people actually have well above it out of self-doubt.
But time is precious. If I rest, I'll feel guilty. Oh, I really hadn't thought about that. Resting for the sake of training.
Some downtime, let your muscles actually regenerate, you know?
That's why Miss Lisa always has afternoon tea in the library. I get it now. Oh, okay. Are there any particular snacks you like? I can get started with... Oh, no need? I should take a break? Oh, okay then. In that case, let's head to Good Hunter and have a look.
Trying to remember what I was able to do to get all those pigeons.
No one escapes my sights.
Nope. This is little Timmy, the one that was furious that I managed to kill the ducks. I had the hero's tornado ability charged up. And was able to use that to kill all of his pigeons. With a lot of bird meat. Just taking a quick detour around, see if any of the dandelion tufts have respawned. They have not.
I'll race you there. Noelle! B? What happened? Is there something I can help you with? Quinn! He's ignoring me again. But take your time, no rush. I'm here to help. I noticed Quinn was in a bad mood, so I wanted to call him over for a chat. And a date, I guess. Oh, a date? So it's that kind of a problem? Yes. I've been over to him several times today already. But no matter how hard I try to make conversation, he just focuses on his stall and ignores me completely. Noelle, everyone in Mondstadt thinks you're really cute. You must be really popular, right? Can you help me out? Of course. It's a maid's responsibility to help the residents of Mondstadt. It's just, I don't have any experience in this area. Even Noelle can't help me. Oh, please, don't worry. Oh, we also have the Honorary Knight here. Honorary Knight, can you help me? Oh, I'm so sorry. But as a maid of Favonius, I can't stand idly by when people are in need. I'll do some serious planning and make sure we can have a day off together another time.
Even a break requires serious planning.
Indeed. But today, can you help? Oh, thank you. Okay. B said that Quinn always seems busy and ignores everything she says. But I know that she's often looking for small talk with Quinn. That's a possibility.
Both of those were the same answer.
In other words, we just need to make Quinn realize that this time is different. For example, by sending him a little gift. Even Quinn would notice the difference a gift would bring. But what kind of gift? That's what I think.
This is leading down the rabbit hole here, but let's try it.
Everyone has their preferences, so it's important to choose the right gift if you want to get through to them. If it were me, I'd want roses. As for you, Honorary Knight, I bet you like handmade things. Oh, yes, I just wanted to try thinking from a different perspective.
We clearly have a fangirl here.
Quinn, what kind of gift would he like? If I remember correctly, isn't Quinn one of the 4 drunkards of Mondstadt? Perhaps something wine-related would do. But what? Well, simply thinking about it isn't really helping. Let's go to Marjorie's store and see what's available.
Welcome to With Wind Comes Glory. Well, if it isn't Noelle and the Honorary Knight. And what wind brought the two of you together? I barely ever see Noelle in someone else's company.
She's normally like jogging around the city or doing errands.
Well, when Noelle's working, she practically always takes care of things by herself. And once she's finished with A, it's straight off to take care of B. Seems she hardly has time to catch her breath. Say, Noelle, you're not a child anymore, you know? If you don't take time out for yourself, you may come to regret it in the future.
I, decided to take a break today. But something came up.
Oh? So it's a day off with the Honorary Knight? Oh, how wonderful! That's something to celebrate. You must be here to pick out a gift for the Honorary Knight. Choose anything you like. We have a lot that might tickle your fancy. Aw, so shy. No use denying it, though.
Stop teasing! Me and the Honorary Knight don't have that kind of relationship.
Blush.
Not yet. I guess. After all, Noelle here is the type that needs a push every now and again. But looks like she's still in the dark when it comes to these things.
I just feel I shouldn't let such things distract me from my chivalric training. Yes, there are too many important things to take care of.
Okay, no more teasing. So, what is the reason for this visit? So, you're choosing a gift for B to give to Quinn.
Clearly bath time for Sherbet.
In that case, I have a couple of fun new things in stock. A frosting bottle and a squirrel wood carving. The frosting bottle is very useful to keep alcohol cold and fresh for a long time. As for the squirrel wood carving, well, it's a nice ornament and it would look great at Quinn's stall. So, bottle or ornament, which will it be?
I have to wonder if one of the things she wants to talk to him about is his drinking. Let's do with the wood carving.
I'm a little worried that Quinn might just throw a wood carving in a drawer and forget about it.
Fine, we'll contribute to his alcoholism.
To be on the safe side, how about we give him the frosting bottle? As one of the 4 drunkards, he's sure to love it.
Exactly, Noelle. Let's enable him. I'm sure it will go fine.
So frosting bottle it is? Alrighty, let me wrap it up for you.
Okay, now that the gift is wrapped, let's hurry back and give it to B.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
Give the frosting bottle to Quinn? It does look like something that he'd be interested in. Wait. Maybe I can use the gift as bait. I could say that if he wants to get the gift, then he'll have to come on a date with me first.
Thank you both so much. With this gift, there's no way Kun will be able to refuse me.
Yeah, but maybe not be so blatant about it. You know, you could say, "Hey, I've got a gift for you. I'll give it to you on our next date," or something, as opposed to, you know, outright bribery.
Uh-huh. Is that how gifts work? Well, as long as it helps.
Even Noelle is confused.
Oh no! What's wrong? The gift? Is there something wrong with the gift?
No, it's not the gift. I've been so focused on convincing Quinn, I hadn't even thought about where our date's gonna be. I've never gotten to that stage. Noelle, could you help me? A date should be properly planned, so I'll wait. No need to rush.
Just, leave it to me. A date? We'll need a place with pleasant scenery and a quiet atmosphere. Let's look around.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure it'll be pleasant scenery and a quiet atmosphere if they can survive getting there. This whole gorge is like hilly churl territory.
Oh, there's a beautiful and touching tale about Cape Oath. Maybe that would be a good spot.
Combo system is what really makes the combat in this game. First, then let's see here.
This world.
We swap. Keep them around since there can be these dandelion tufts in this area.
Everyone hold hands.
Important that we obsessively collect every little doodad in our path.
I see everything.
Tally going here. Ooh, not bad. Few hundred to go, and we can do a can do a 10 pull. Few hundred. Verify how. Okay, yeah, I have none of them, so few hundred.
Oh, you can see Falcon Coast from here. Such a beautiful view. Let's find a good angle and take a picture. head to Star Snatch Cliff next. Star Snatch Cliff. Another beautiful location. And so elevated. This place is...
Jeez. I mean, at least this one is less an enemy territory? I feel like she's passively trying to get this needy friend killed.
Everyone hold hands.
Oh, I found the perfect spot. Just follow these directions. Got him at the last moment.
I'll race you there.
Hey,
Wow, these will come in handy.
didn't realize that.
Hey,
Treasure boxes are another way in order to obtain the doodads. Do love the elemental reactions in this game. It really what makes the combat work. Character.
I see everything.
Baron Bunny can't harvest things. Cecilias, I think, are what I need for the Inoculus detection thing. Star Snatch Cliff. Yep. Definitely not forget that within moments, you know? Got the little gemstone, just need some more stuff and I'll be able to level up the Traveler again. He's very versatile, so it doesn't really hurt.
Everyone hold hands.
Sharp, Blackhound Mercenary. What do you want? What are you doing? Master Goth pays me to protect his young esquire. His young esquire pays me to keep this a secret from his old man. To get paid double, I just have to stay put and keep my mouth shut. Look at them. They're being all lovey-dovey when I'm right here watching. A second? Are you getting a kick out of me watching them? It's like secondhand voyeurism. Haven't heard of that before, but hey, you know, to each their own, I guess. Hide this. Are you bored? Of course, after chasing the monsters away, I have absolutely nothing to do. Just camera position properly. The young master asked me to help him picking some flowers, and he and that young lady started getting all lovey-dovey right away. What need do they have for flowers? Reckon the young master's forgotten all about it. You want them? Just take them. Hey, free flowers. Excellent.
I know. Let's get a picture from the top.
Oh, I can't give this voice. They're waxing syrupy poetic. It's very much an O John, O Marcia. 19. And click.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
My darling Marla.
My love.
Stand right here and take the picture.
Oh, my darling Marla.
Oh, Marvin. My love.
Now,
Okay.
one more option should do it. Oh,
I mean,
let's
that was
go
the
to Windrise.
I mean, I guess they were talking about like, oh, look at the skyline, but get a good skyline everywhere on the cliff.
I see everything. Look over there, the Windrise tree, symbol of the great hero Vanessa. You're pretty excited, huh, Noelle? Sorry, where were we? Nice. The scenery here is pretty good, too. Small rivers and soft shadows under the trees. Let's get a picture.
Windblade!
Let it rip.
That's cheating.
Second time I've seen that guy. I don't know what he's supposed to do. Let's see here. Unusual hilly churl. All right. Nope. So I suspect that they want me to be right about here. There we go.
That should do it. Let's get back to B. Everyone hold hands.
There's this camp. Let's find out.
I see everything.
Get wrecked. Definitely cleared it before. Your deaths were meaningless. Reminds me a bit of Jean's storyline, where the kind of the central narrative of it was one of Jean's quest lines, that she kind of lets everybody trample all over her.
Oh, you guys are back! What romantic locations did you find?
She was ensuring food deliveries went through. She was making sure food for a banquet got cooked. She was doing people's tax returns for them.
Wait, aren't there people here already? I don't want other people ruining the atmosphere while we're on the date. Let's look at another place. How about Windrise? May your love be as free as a dandelion. Windrise? That's a great location, but isn't it a bit cliché? Huh? Cliché? Well, old folks are always going on about something symbolic about that place. Besides, we've been there so many times when we were young. It just feels like there's nothing special or new about it. Oh. I'm going with K-Both. Thanks so much. I'm off to find Quinn. Quinn, I wonder what kind of oath he'll make to me.
She's kind of awful, that bee.
Is Windrise no longer popular? But the book said that it was the most popular place in Mondstadt.
When was the book written?
I'm not sure. I found it while cleaning a corner of the library. It was the story of Windrise and Lady Vanessa.
Story from the founding.
I thought folks in Mondstadt would still like to go there. Huh? You want to go to Windrise? Oh, okay. Follow me.
Well, is that endearing sort of naive, you know? Not the sort of naive that comes off as just painfully ignorant, you know?
The air here really refreshes you in an instant. Forget about training and work. Just breathe and feel the wind. Nothing else.
That's true. But training and work are still the things I need to focus on. If I didn't take them seriously, I wouldn't be a reliable maid. Put it this way, Lady Vanessa and Master Jean, the responsibilities they carried, those are the heaviest. I know I have a lot to live up to. That's why I want to become a real Knight of Favonius. Really? Thank you. If you weren't here today, I wouldn't have been able to help Bee. It's just a small token of appreciation, but I hope you'll accept it. Roses are my favorite flower. This is a paper one that I folded by hand. Of course, in Mondstadt, roses represent the saying, "As wine bottles are corked, so too my lips are sealed." I have seen and learned a lot during our time together. It will become a wonderful memory, one that I will savor again and again.
But is she there? But is it going to be like and I will never speak of it again?
I want it to remain in my heart and become a secret between the two of us.
Oh.
Wait, do you mean that roses have some meaning that I don't know about? Oh, I'll need to go back to the library and find out. Still, whatever a rose means. I hope that this one can stay by your side in all your future adventures. Before I'm able to fight alongside you, Honorary Knight.
Oh, dang. Very, very tender moment looking deal there. Noelle had her kind of secret recipe comes from pancakes, these lighter than air pancakes. Whenever she makes pancakes, she has a chance to make those instead. Ooh, hangout memories. Okay, this was you should take a break. There is a fork off of breather. Let's try that.
Are there any particular snacks you like? I can get started with... Oh, no need? I should take a break? Oh, okay then. In that case... Noelle! Bee? What happened?
Quinn! He's ignoring me again.
Oh, take your time, no rush. I'm here to help.
I noticed Quinn was in a bad mood, so and a date, I guess.
Oh, a date? So it's that kind of a problem?
Yes. I've been over to him several times today already. But no matter how hard I try to make conversation, he just focuses on his stall and ignores me completely.
I keep bothering him at work, and he acts like I'm being a nuisance.
Noelle, everyone in Mondstadt thinks you're really cute. You must be really popular, right? Can you help me out?
Of course. It's a maid's responsibility to help the residents of Mondstadt. It's just, I don't have any experience in this area.
Even Noelle can't help me.
Oh, please, don't worry. Oh, we also have the Honorary Knight here. Honorary Knight, can you help me?
Okay. Let's...
Thank you.
Okay, no, that's a false choice.
Quinn always seems busy and ignores everything she says. But I know that she's often looking for small talk with Quinn. That's a possibility.
Okay, another false choice.
In other words, we just need to make Quinn realize that this time is different. For example, by sending him a little gift. Even Quinn would notice the difference a gift would bring. But what kind of gift? Are you sure? I still feel the choice of gift matters, no matter what kind of relationship two people share.
She has a very particular idea of what should be done, but her personality demands that it be like a group effort. So, like the choice of gift or anything like that, she's like, no, that can't be right, despite giving you the choice.
But I don't have any experience in this area. I'm sure you're right. Then, if the gift doesn't matter, the choices are limitless. Oh, I can't decide. Do you have any ideas? Will this really get his attention?
Okay, we took a choice that she didn't like, the heart loss, but it's going down a different path here.
How am I ever going to get
Have some
Quinn
of
to
this
listen to
probably
me?
very well dried and stale grilled fish I have for you.
Mondstadt grilled fish? For Quinn? I have often said that I would bring him lunch. Would this really work? Well, since it's Noelle's recommendation, I'll give it a try.
Oh, I hope Quinn understands Bee's intentions. And I hope we were a help this time. Oh, apologies, by the way. I said we would take a break and ended up bothering you instead. Oh, if you're peckish, just let me know. I can whip something up for you right away. Oh,
no.
Sorry. Old habits die hard. You know, I'm still a little worried about how Bee is doing.
There's no stopping you once you're concerned about someone, huh? Come on then, let's see how she's doing.
Bee?
Oh, hi, Noelle.
So, did you get a date with Quinn?
I barely want to talk about it. I hadn't even given him the Mondstadt grilled fish when he muttered something about not having an appetite and not wanting to eat. I can't force him to eat, can I? Looks like I'll just have to try to ask him out some other time.
I must apologize. Next time, I'll help you find a much better gift.
No need. It should be me apologizing. I was worried and dumped everything on you. It's obvious, thinking about it now. Noelle can't be good at everything. Oh.
Oh. I feel like Beatrice isn't her actual friend. She's that sort of, we hang out a lot because you are useful, and I view your usefulness as friendship. And the other person has come to believe that them providing that usefulness is friendship. So even if it's not a malicious sort of using relationship, it is still the same effect. That Noelle feels obligated to help her, and when Noelle can't help her, Beatrice acts disappointed in Noelle.
It's okay. This isn't your fault. I don't blame you. I have to get going.
Oh, please, take care. I'm fine. It's just, I feel bad that I couldn't help Bee. You're not wrong.
But if I give up so easily, then the next time someone needs help, I'll mess up again. I may not know much about this sort of thing, but at the very least, I should try to learn something about it. I'm going to the Knights of Favonia's library. There must be some guidance there on the subject of love. The next time I encounter a situation like this, I'll be able to help.
Can Noelle really handle a subject as big as love by herself?
I mean, surely she'll quickly find a book that just tells her precisely what to do.
And see how she's doing.
You know, just like how it played out with the locations.
Since you've already noticed, I guess I can let you lend a hand. Ah, so that's how it works. When you meet the person who inspires your affections, you have to find a way to do things together with them.
Do.
Even if not old enough to drink, one should still learn to discuss the different qualities of wine. I see. So you need to know how to make yourself interesting, to draw people's attention.
Okay. Please let the cover imply it's like a pickup artist guide.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. I was deep in concentration.
You know, the old bound book equivalent of 10 Secrets to Make Women Go Wild for You.
I borrowed every book on love from the library that I could find. When I finished reading them, I'll finally be able to give decisive recommendations for next time. Well, let's see. For example, Vera's Melancholy, Heart of Clear Springs. All of them contain detailed records of the experience of love. As a maid, my experience leaves a lot to be desired. So I found the quickest way was to take examples from the classics. There's also a guide to tavern chat and shortcuts to love. These are much more practical in nature. And of course, there are even books that focus on theories of love. And then there's this one. This book's about... No, nothing. This book... It's too early to read this book. Let's look at another one. You have to learn the basics first, after all.
She's got all the tutorials on dating, and she also picked up the Kama Sutra, you know?
So this book is about... Huh? Same as that one? Guess this must be a pretty... common topic.
Innuendo.
Looks like I still have a lot to learn.
I love how focused she looked. More primos. Okay, we've purged that one out. There's 3 routes to go with the beginning of the quest line here. Very early fork in the road in the quest.
Everyone hold hands.
Is that the honorary knight? Hello?
Huh?
I finally get to meet you. I'm Noelle, a maid of the Knights of Favonius. Apologies. As a maid, and in order to be... Yes, I asked Amber how to make... I even asked the Spark Knight to pass on her experiences, although... Actually, I have always wanted to receive guidance from the honorary knight. I was worried that it might be too presumptuous to ask. I've seen you on the streets of Mondstadt occasionally, but I've always been too busy to disturb you. I just finished today's cleaning for the knights and was about to start my training when I saw you. Oh, if it's not too much trouble, could I ask you for some guidance on my chivalric training? So, as a senior knight, this is your suggestion? But as a maid, I'm only authorized to deal with smaller tasks. The Knights of Favonius is the strongest shield that Mondstadt has. How can I defend the people if I'm only ever dealing with minor matters? That's why I've always wanted to become a real Knight of Favonius, to have the power to help more people.
This is going to be fun.
Huh? You're joking, right?
Self-awareness. They started doing this eventually in Final Fantasy XIV as well, where the main character, a lot of the conversation options would imply that you're aware of how often you run errands for people, and that it's like, oh no, I do that all the time. And other characters seem to just act like it's okay. As in, like, oh no, I'm sure he wants to come along. He does this all the time.
I thought the honorary knight would only ever be busy with powerful enemies, like Storm Terror. Well, that is true. Come to think of it, whenever I see you in Mondstadt, you do always seem to be in a hurry. And the fact is, you're hurrying to help others. Oh, okay. Back to Mondstadt it is. Time for today's training to officially begin. Your point of view on these matters has truly been eye-opening for me. I have a lot to learn. Just like you said, from now on, I'm going to treat helping people with smaller tasks as a part of my training. Just thinking about it makes me feel more motivated than ever.
Wow, Noelle's motivated, all right. She's got that "give me a commission before I take 'em all" vibe.
I think the stride length matters. I'm gonna test here.
I trust you.
Someone! Anyone!
Who's that? I need to help.
Noelle!
Because there are different, like,
Let's catch up with her.
body profiles of characters.
There. Take your time.
So I think
Try and
the
take a deep
RP
breath
walk
first.
actually takes into account the size of the character. Because Nahida was very slightly falling behind and went into the run mode when she got out of walk range. But the Traveler, and we didn't get to see as much of Beto, but Beto's taller than the Traveler. So would she end up walking further? Like, getting ahead?
And finally, I was saved.
Well, my name's Noelle. Don't worry, sir.
Everything's all right. I'll be protecting you from now on. So, where are you from? I don't think we've met in Mondstadt before.
Thanks. I'm not from Mondstadt. My name is Alois. I'm a traveling merchant. I was on my way to Mondstadt to acquire some of the reputed local wines, so I could take them back to Lille. Little did I know I'd run into savage monsters on the way. I mean, savage. They were twice my height. I was so scared I ran all the way here, until I just couldn't run anymore. Thank goodness I found you in this, maid.
It's okay, Mr. Alois. We're not far from Mondstadt. Although I'm just an ordinary maid, the small task of escorting a visitor to the city is certainly within my power.
Escort me to Mondstadt? Perfect. Let's go.
But wait a moment. As a traveling merchant, you must have luggage and some goods. Don't worry. No matter the quantity, I'll carry them for you.
Luggage? Goods? Yes. I remember now. The savage monsters I encountered? That's when I lost them.
This guy's getting more suspicious by the moment, isn't he?
No need. These monsters are ferocious. 3 times my height.
Oh, rest easy. This is Mondstadt's honorary knight. No monster's too ferocious for him.
Honorary knight? Then you're a member of the Knights of Favonius? I can't remember exactly. I was too busy running.
Barbara's hangout chain had a thing like this where there was a guy that's like, "Oh, I'm wounded. I need you to help me." But when you insisted on calling the knights to help with the bandits that hurt him, or something like that, he started to get increasingly cagey. Until it turned out he was an injured bandit.
Probably near that crossing in front of us, but I can't be sure. Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. My chest. A sudden pain in my chest. It must be all that running. Let's look for those things a little bit later.
Oh, chest pain? Here, I've got you. Hold my arms and lie down slowly. Now do your best to relax. I will examine you.
Perhaps maybe you...
I'm sorry. I must stay here to watch over our visitor. It looks like you'll need to handle the monsters. Oh, and please be careful.
Oh, he's not escaping this. I wonder if it impacts their overall speed. Maybe I'll look that up later. The stride, because you have the small girl body frame, you have medium girl. I think Bido falls into tall woman, and then you have like the small man or like boy body frame is like the Traveler was. Then I think there are some bigger dudes. I've squirreled off in the wrong direction.
I see everything.
Crossed my path, and for that you must die. Gotta keep getting progress on the "You Were in My Way" quest. loot.
Strange. No trace of any large monsters here. Whoa, here they come!
Small slimes.
Huh? It's just a few ordinary slimes. Paimon didn't see any goods on the road. Is this the right place? Let's head back to Noel.
Explore on a exploratory reconnaissance mission. Out for a walk? Do you need help with anything? I think I've seen you in the city. You wouldn't have. I belong to an elite squadron of knights, handpicked by and reporting directly to to Grandmaster Varka himself. Right. Weird. Jean is acting Grandmaster. Don't recall them mentioning the Grandmaster. Maybe I forgot. Called out on top priority missions, so we hardly have time to hang out in the city. Never met a girl called Glory. Who's Varka? Current Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. Of all the people in Mondstadt, he's the most deserving of our trust and admiration. It's not an overstatement. I am sure my fellow knights share my opinion. Senior knights like us, there is nothing more glorious than to accompany the Grandmaster himself on an expedition. I get to be part of such an expedition. Where's the rest of them? That's what I want to know too. You see, the thing is, forget it. I'm past the point of trying to save face. The expedition party was getting ready to leave. I lost a keepsake from Glory and then fell behind when they set off. So now, as you can see, I've lost both the keepsake and the expedition party. Can't bring myself to go crawling back to Glory like this. Want to laugh at me? Go ahead. A little laughter might make things bearable. Oh, we don't have the conversation option to laugh? Mock this man. So I'm guessing the actual Grandmaster is MIA or something like that, most likely. Or just, you know, known to be gone.
Back so soon. Ah, a true senior knight. Did you see Mr. Aloyse's luggage on the way?
Perhaps the monsters ate it? Didn't I tell you? It's dangerous.
Leapt to his feet.
Oh, you're not hurt, are you?
What I meant was, when they jumped, they were twice as tall as me.
Twice or
Why are
thrice?
you looking at me like that? Even if they were only slimes, I couldn't have fought them off.
Oh, what can we do? If even the honorary knight can't find them?
I'm just a traveling merchant. You never know what's gonna happen out here. Oh well, looks like Mondstadt was never meant to be. Perhaps next time.
I'm very sorry. In these circumstances, I must ask you to register the quantity and nature of your lost property with the Knights of Favonius. I know that the Knights will do their best to help you recover your goods.
He's got that implacable well-meaning that is hard to deal with when you're trying to dodge the situation.
No. I couldn't possibly trouble the Knights of Favonius. This matter, it really is beneath them.
On the contrary, it's the duty of the Knights to look after any visitors traveling to and from Mondstadt.
It's a bit of a plot point.
As a maid, I must do my best in receiving and escorting such visitors. But then, perhaps there's something keeping you from going to the Knights?
No, absolutely nothing.
Sidebar here a moment.
Everything okay?
Actually, I noticed that too.
He seems pretty suspicious, yeah.
But since we don't have any evidence of wrongdoing, he deserves the benefit of the doubt. This gentleman was seeking help at the gates of Mondstadt, which makes him a guest of the city. Therefore, I must carry out my maidly duties. Thank you for understanding.
Hey, what are you discussing? So, what's next?
Oh, sorry to keep you waiting. We've talked it over, and we've decided to escort you back to Mondstadt.
Come along now, you have no choice. Okay. 4 seconds. It is. Let's try that again. Yeah. It's about a 30% difference. Like Amber and Beto move about the same, but yeah, it's 3 seconds for like Beto and Amber, but about 4 seconds for Nahida. So it might just be the child frame is the one that's slower. If so, that's a cool touch. Oof. The pigeons will come back. Yeah, they usually do, but what if they don't come back, like my dad?
Honorary Knight in Noel. Were you two out on a mission? Wait, who is this person behind you?
My name is Alois. I'm a humble merchant.
Ah, Mondstadt welcomes you, strange yet respectable traveler.
That is apparently an actual title. Like that is the formal title that the knights give to anybody that is an unknown guest. Strange yet respectable traveler.
Please state your identity and purpose. The Knights of Favonius are here to ensure your safety.
I came to Mondstadt to import wines back to Liyue.
I see. But are you not carrying any luggage or goods? I also don't see your name among the wine merchants that Mondstadt regularly deals with.
It's my first time visiting Mondstadt, but I expect to come back often.
In that case, please show me the relevant documents issued by Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs. I need to verify your identity.
There's a series of quest chains, like various ones in Liyue, that emphasize the very complicated but still effective bureaucracy of that city. With the gimmick being that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, so they're a little more lackadaisical with some of the stuff. And Liyue is the city of contracts. So they're very kind of obligation focused, like agreement focused.
Huh? What on earth is the mint? Oh, right. I put them in my luggage.
He didn't know what the Ministry of Civil Affairs was.
Luggage?
Oh, our apologies. This gentleman was just attacked by a monster and lost both his luggage and his goods. Could you allow him to calm down a bit before we register him with the Knights?
According to Article 10 of the Knights of Favonius Handbook, caution should be exercised with regard to unfamiliar visitors.
But Article 2 of the Knights of Favonius Handbook also says that one must not offend our visitors, right?
Well, in this situation, it seems the Knights of Favonius Handbook has a bit of an overlap. Well, if you are keeping watch, there shouldn't be a problem.
I'll watch over him.
After all, this is our honorary knight, the one who defended Mondstadt from the claws of the frenzied Storm Terror.
Storm? Terror?
Many times your height without jumping.
Indeed. Good one.
Well then, I'm counting on you two to take care of this gentleman while he's in Mondstadt.
There's no escaping, sir.
So, you're a wine merchant? Well, you must have excellent wine knowledge. Would you like to rest a while at Angel's Share? It's our signature tavern.
Such a warm welcome. How could I refuse?
Be safe. May the animal Archon protect you.
Angel's Share. So this barrel must be full with Mondstadt's celebrated wine, right? If only it could be imitated.
This guy's come to, I don't know, smuggle or counterfeit.
Oh, imported. That's the word.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Drink up. This is a dandelion wine-based cocktail. I asked the bartender to add calla lily because it has a calming effect. I know you've been on the road for a long time, and cold drinks would be bad for your stomach. So I requested less ice. I hope it's to your liking.
Calming. Is this what they give to all visitors in Mondstadt?
Made especially for you.
Because you know I'm interested in Mondstadt wines?
You're very interested.
Yes. Just interested, mind you. On another note, that drink's made me realize just how empty my stomach is.
Oh, so you're hungry too. Oh, how terrible of me. If I'd realized, I would have saved some pancakes for you.
Ooh, good idea. That sounds like a good place.
See how long it takes him before he, like, slips up, you know?
Smells incredible. So it's true. If you really want to sell Mondstadt wines, you can't do without Mondstadt dishes. Maybe recipes will be easier to obtain than the brewing process.
Yeah, he is an industrial spy.
Oh, what I mean is, the dandelion wine brewing process is unique, difficult to imitate. That's why we merchants can buy with confidence. Where was I? Let's see. What's on the menu? So many dishes. Hard to decide.
Can I help?
Sure. What do you suggest?
Well, do you prefer red meat or white?
I like them both.
The steaks here are cuts of freshly shipped Springvale boar. I'd recommend having it served medium to really bring out the natural sweetness of the meat. Oh, Sweet Madame is another specialty. Crispy skin and tender meat goes perfectly with wine. However, those dishes alone aren't very healthy from a nutritional standpoint. I recommend a mushroom pizza and a satisfying salad too on the side. If that sounds okay, I'll place the order for you. This meal is on me to make up for my inattentiveness.
That's too generous of you.
Please enjoy. After all, it's your first meal here as a new visitor, and your last. I wouldn't want to give you the cold shoulder.
Huh? my last.
There's a way to interpret a lot of what's happening as, like, We're gonna kill you after this.
You give this meal to all new visitors, right? Wait.
This one was made especially for you. Your last meal is a new visitor, of course.
So that's what it means. Well, then I better make the most of it.
How about with wind comes glory? For our final stop, I want to leave Mr. Alois with something to commemorate his time here.
So, that's the final stop, yes? Wait, what are we commemorating?
It's been getting quite busy recently. You're also here for Mondstadt's one.
Oh, here's your order, Noelle.
Thanks, Marjorie. Mr. Alois, please accept this souvenir.
Thanks. I will treasure this wood carving forever. Huh? Wait, what's on that? Is that the insignia of the Knights of Favonius?
I, Maid Noelle, on behalf of Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius, officially welcome you.
Wait, Knights of Favonius? How can you be both a maid and a part of the Knights of Favonius? So this gift is also a... So it's a warning?
I like this conversation path that you can do, the made especially for you.
Oh, I'm afraid this is all I had time for. However, I hope it leaves you with a lasting impression of your trip to Mondstadt. Now then, if you wouldn't mind accompanying me to the Knights of Favonius, the registration process only requires...
No need. Suddenly I remember where I lost my luggage.
Oh, well then we should at least go and file a report with the Knights.
Nope, not necessary. Now that the danger's passed, I'll just head over and retrieve it.
Huh? But what about the savage monsters? For your protection, I feel strongly that one of our knights should escort you there. Or perhaps it's a little too soon, but I'll escort you. Let's go. Oh, you want to escort him yourself? Oh, that would certainly put my mind at rest. In that case, I'll report the situation to Swan. Let's meet back at the gates of the city a little later. Please take care of Mr. Alois.
Don't worry, he's in good hands.
So this is the end? Meaning this is a good spot?
He thinks I brought him out here to kill him.
Archons above! Oh, honorable knight, please have mercy! Forgive me! I'll confess. I'll confess to everything.
This one is great.
I was planning to investigate Mondstadt's dandelion wine to see if I could find a way to imitate it. I didn't expect you to see right through it from the start. Please, I never actually did anything. It's attempted fraud at worst, right? Tell me it isn't punishable by death. Or is it because you have no intention to try me at all?
I don't have time for you. We're just going to take you out back and shoot you.
Which explains why you didn't expose me in the city. You simply chose a location to kill me.
Text is different than the line.
Spare me, noble What? Go? I can go? Really? Of course. With you and the maid around, who would dare? Yes, sir. I understand. Goodbye, most honorable honorary knight.
So, he really did have ulterior motives. Should we
Way to keep up, Paimon.
Ah, you're back. Eh? Well, how come Mr. Eloise isn't with you? Left? Already? Left Mondstadt? And I didn't even get around to arranging his accommodations or introducing the wine merchants to him. Oh, I must have been negligent in some way. Did I leave him with a bad impression of Mondstadt? Why else would he have left without a farewell? Oh, I couldn't even handle this smallest of tasks.
You'd probably feel really bad.
You're just trying to make me feel better. Thank you, but I must have done something wrong. Our visitor would never have left in such a hurry. How can I ever become a real Knight of Favonius like this?
Let's see what the tree looks like. Oh, interesting.
Cold beer after a hard day's work.
It's like a sudden ending available.
Nothing like it.
Honorary Knight in Noel.
Oh, okay. We
Were you two
can
out
we
on
can
a
have
mission?
Noelle do it herself.
Wait, who is this person behind you?
My name is Alois.
Ah, Mondstadt. Please state your identity and. I see. I also don't see.
It's my first time.
And
Huh? What
Like
on earth is
Swan
that?
sees through him.
Oh,
luggage.
Oh, our apologies. Could you allow him to calm down?
According to Article 10 of the Knights of Favonius Hand.
But Article 2 of the Knights of Favonius Handbook also says that one must not offend our visitors, right?
Well, in this situation, it seems the Knights of Favonius Handbook has a bit of an overlap. If Noelle is willing to vouch for him, then I can rest easy.
Oh, I'm just doing my job. Most reliable. I've got a ways to go, but I will try to live up to that.
Well then, I'm counting on you two to take care of this gentleman while he's in Mondstadt.
So, you're a wine merchant? Well, you must have excellent wine knowledge.
Okay, that might have been a false
Would you
choice
like to
path.
rest a while at Angel's Share? It's our signature tavern.
such a warm welcome. How could I... Angel's Share. So,
Sorry to keep you waiting. This is a dandelion wine. I know you've been on the road so I requested less ice.
Maybe if I do all of
do you
the
like
other
it?
choices
Calming.
instead of the ones that are meant to frighten him.
Is this what they give to all visitors in Mondstadt? On another note, that drink's made me realize just how empty...
Oh, so you're hungry
Yeah,
too.
the reactions are noticeably different.
Oh, how terrible of me.
Ooh, good idea. That sounds like a good...
I wonder if we go down this path that what'll happen is that he wants to stay. Like he thinks this is a nice place and wants to set up shop, you know? As opposed to being terrified that he's going to be executed
Smells
if he doesn't
incredible.
book it.
So, it's true. Maybe recipes will be easier to obtain than... what I mean is, the dandelion wine brewing process is
Okay,
unique.
another false choice.
Where was I? Let's see. What's on the menu? So many
Uh,
dishes. Hard to decide.
Having the... I would like it if there was a marker for this puts you down a fork you've already been down kind of thing.
Can I help?
Because some of them are key choices.
Sure. What do you suggest?
Well,
I like them both.
the steaks here are cuts of freshly Oh, however, those dishes alone are... I recommend a mushroom... If that sounds okay,
That's too...
please enjoy.
Huh? my last. You give this meal to all new visitors, right? Okay then.
How about with wind comes glory? For our final stop, I want to leave Mr. Alois with something to commemorate his time here.
So, that's the final stop, yes? Wait, what are we...
So we're putting a positive spin on all of this, and he's reacting accordingly so far.
Oh, here's your order.
Thanks, Marjorie. Mr. Alois?
Wait, what's up?
I, Maid Noel.
Wait, Knights of Favonius? How can you be both a maid and a part of... So this gift... So, just a regular souvenir?
I'm afraid this is all I had time for. However, I hope it leaves you with a lasting impression of your trip to Mondstadt.
I really don't understand why you went to all this trouble. I don't have any goods or relevant documents. Plus, I don't exactly look like your everyday honest merchant. Even if there were nothing to suggest otherwise, surely it would have been better to take me straight to the Knights for investigation.
Yeah, this is the fork in the path here. Or this is indicating the fork in the path. Let's do a kitty check here. Bath time for Sky, nap time for Sammy.
And yet you still went to all this effort to prepare all this for me. Didn't you wonder whether the savage monsters, the missing cargo, what if it were all lies?
Why would I think that? I'm just doing what a Maid of Favonius should do. Knights of Favonius Handbook Article 2. Do not exhibit suspicion or hostility towards visitors, no matter how suspicious they may seem. You are a visitor from far away. You should be welcomed by me and by Mondstadt. Even if there really is only a slight possibility that everything you say is true. Being attacked by savage monsters, losing goods and documents, isn't it times like these that people need help the most? And if I had failed to offer our hospitality on such an occasion, despite there being no evidence to back up your claims...
There's a bit of a back of the hand going on here, where it's like, even if the possibility is really unlikely, even if there's no evidence at all.
That's not the way a Maid of Favonius should behave.
I see. Well, thank you. It's time for me to leave Mondstadt.
Huh? Why the hurry? We haven't recovered your lost property yet.
No need. I just remembered where I left them. Somewhere far, far away. I'll be sure to keep a better eye on them next time. Perhaps when I'm a visitor worthy of your hospitality, I can return to Mondstadt.
Yep, this is a much more positive spin.
I'm not sure I fully understand what you mean, but if you think you can retrieve your lost property, that's great.
What a short trip, but thank you for your care and hospitality. I've learned a lot. Goodbye, Mondstadt. Goodbye, Maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Ah, okay then. Goodbye.
He's just had his come to Jesus moment, you know?
Mondstadt and I, Maid Noel of the Knights of Favonius, will always welcome you when you return.
Yep. Okay. Nice, nice. And in addition to these, I've still got the main storyline to move through. Like, Noelle has a whole separate storyline. Both of those. We need to figure out what the middle is. Okay, the prior one is... So there's you should take a break, and then we go down the training route, but we say it's good to be a maid. So there should be an alternate one that is like, let's lean in, I guess.
It's hard to remain on dry
Hello,
land for
Sherbet.
so long. Never quite seem to get my land legs back.
Hopped up on my chair and was trilling away behind my head. Steal her apples, smash her barrel.
Is that the honorary knight? Hello? Huh? Seems like someone's calling you. Let's go check it out.
I finally get to meet you, honorary knight.
Excuse me.
I'm Noelle, a maid of the Knights of Favonius. Apology. As a maid, and yes, I asked Amber how... I even asked the Spark Knight. Actually, I was worried that it might... I've seen you on the streets of Mondstadt. I just finished today's clean...
Getting back to the junction.
If it's not too much trouble...
Let's go here.
I'd like to get your opinion on something as a senior knight. I've been keeping up with my maidly duties and nightly exercises, but training progress has been a little slow. It's really all just cleaning and tidying. Roughly every other day, I do a major cleanup for the Knights of Favonius.
With the training, she talks about how she does like a full workout routine every morning on top of her maid duties.
Under the beds, the windowsills, nothing can be left out. The smallest corners are the most likely to gather dust.
And every other day, she scrubs down the whole facility.
There are also all kinds of smaller domestic tasks, like preparing Captain Kaya's eye patch and helping Miss Lisa keep her bookshelves in order.
I don't know why the eye patch is like so special, but I mean, I understand that if you've got to wear an eye patch, you're going to want it to be well maintained and comfy. But she also, helps clean the whole library.
I'm actually incredibly
as a
busy
small
every
domestic
day.
task.
It's just that I always feel like something's missing.
Okay. Rest was I think the other fork. I think strength is the missing fork here.
Strength? But I think I'm pretty strong.
She's wearing effectively like half plate and wields a claymore. She's pretty tough.
Well, after he got drunk, I carried Mr. Bruce back to the Knights of Favonius headquarters myself. I also carried the library's new bookshelves over from Springvale.
In addition to her sort of socially naive, or at least overly idealistic, maybe it's almost like she has romantic ideals, not romantic in a relationship sense, but she has a romanticized view of the knights and how they're supposed to operate. Like a very pure, optimistic view of it. In addition to that, she's also a maid. She is a warrior maid. And she's apparently a super strong little young girl. She is animeing so hard.
Even Mr. Huffman said I'm strong. Of course. Oh, however,
Even though it's only training, I can't raise my sword against the honorary knight. Oh, I've got it! Let's go to the training ground at the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. There should be some training dummies there.
Definitely a new pathway. Should be 2 more, I think. So there'll be another junction here.
Hi, Noelle. Are you here for the training too? Oh, our honorary knight has come too.
Hi, Ellen. I was just asking the honorary knight for training advice. They want to see my basic skills first. Do you still have spare training dummies here?
Oh, Noelle's basic skills, huh? Then the normal dummies won't do. Doesn't matter how we set them up, there'll be nothing left by the time Noelle's done with them. It is Noelle, after all. Let me think. How should I arrange them? Ah, I've got it. One moment. This will work much better for Noelle.
Could be a problem. Huh, it'll certainly require one heck of a cleanup.
Yep, casually superhumanly strong.
Why is Noelle... Is she planning to destroy them all in one go?
What a pity. So close. Wanna try again? What a pity. So close. Wanna try again?
She really got all of them.
Whew. Finally, cleanup over. You're too kind. Praise from the honorary knight is high praise indeed. But sadly, I'm afraid that my strength is the only thing I truly am confident in. Every time I train and compete with the knights, I can't figure out how to use it. Even though I swing my blade with greater force than my opponent, I always seem to lose in the final moments. No matter how hard I train, I can never pass the selection trials. Oh, why? I just can't figure it out.
Let's do it.
More strength? But of course. Oh, compared to the honorary knight, who defeated Storm Terror, I don't have nearly enough strength.
I want her to be able to punch through the side of the building by the time we're done.
Please teach me, honorary knight. How do you normally train?
This is true. Very meta joke.
Mining? You use your sword for mining? Oh, well then again, mining builds arm strength. And then there's the hiking between ore veins. Perhaps even a monster or two to fight along the way. Oh, so this is the honorary knight's training method. No problem. Leave it to me.
So we're...
Quiet, Paimon. Nobody asked you.
You two are something else. Ugh, fine. Let's go practice on some nearby outcrops.
Nearby, she says.
This is it. Let's clear up these outcrops.
Bunch of dudes around there outside of the quest mode.
There are monsters nearby.
Fighting monsters. That's just part of mining, right? Leave it to me.
Paimon heard that rock falls happen a lot around here. Keep your eyes open.
Fancy sword they've given her. It's one of the types of 4-star two-handers, I believe.
Another monster. A miniature?
Oh, looks like a tough opponent. I'll try to make this quick and easy.
Noelle, slow down. Rockfalls can happen here. A rockfall.
Oh,
Rocks fall.
Did I
Nobody
cause
dies.
Maybe. Could just be a coincidence. Huh? Wait, is that a Knight of Favonius up ahead? Let's find out what's going on.
Whoa, what a rockfall!
Gasp.
Ah, Miss Belinda. Is that you?
Is that Noelle? And the honorary knight, too?
Are you hurt?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'd already passed through the rockfall zone on my patrol. There's actually been a lot of rockfalls here lately, but it's the first time I've seen one of such magnitude during my patrols. Did you guys see anything suspicious?
No, not at all.
The more I think about it, surely nobody could be responsible for something of this scale. Regardless, this will be difficult to clear. There are ore veins rich in reserves here, all blocked behind the boulders.
Did you say ore veins?
Yeah, I'll need to enlist some folks to clear this up quickly. Otherwise, how will we ever get to the ore?
So, once the boulders are out of the way, mining can start up again?
Precisely, but a rockfall of this magnitude needs reporting to the Knights first.
Leave it to me. I think I can handle this.
Huh?
Leave it all to me.
She smashed the boulders to pieces. Look out! A stone-eyed Lionchurl!
Stonehide Law Churl? This must be the culprit behind the recent rockfalls. I'll call for reinforcements.
It's a lot bigger than me, but I should have the upper hand when it comes to strength. We'll be one step closer to mining once I've taken care of it. Leave it to me.
That was intense. Finally, a chance to catch our breath. Noelle?
1, 2, 3, 4. Still so many training targets.
More enemies? Where?
No, you've just created a monster, that's all. They're going to come back after this, and her training has changed from doing a jog around the town to tunneling between the city and the next town. Knights are suddenly plagued with requests to investigate random sinkholes.
Job done.
Are you guys okay? Noelle, you're okay, right?
Oh, I'm okay. Though I must say, my shoulders are sorer than usual. Compared to my normal cleaning duties, that is.
I'm ashamed to admit that, even though we try and get Noelle to take it easy, every time we get back from somewhere, she somehow single-handedly managed to clean the entire Knights of Favonius headquarters.
Oh, all in a day's work for a maid of Favonius. If I want to become a knight, I need to take all aspects of training seriously. So, honorary knight? The ore mining training? How did I do? Really? So under your personal guidance I completed the training? Oh, what an honor.
There's a lot of steam in that, but I think it might have just been a weird placement of the little music notes.
Next time, let's mine together.
Oh, that's a cute one. She plowed through the rockfall, plowed through the lava churl to get to the mining notes. Right, one more and we'll have completed the first of Noelle's hangout list. Nope. I should activate it, though. Training ground. Okay, so there was the you need to be stronger, and now there was the other option. Let's see what this one is.
Hi, Noelle. Are you... Oh, around...
Hi, Ellen. They want to see my basics. Do you still have spare training?
Oh, doesn't matter how we set them up. There'll be no... It is Noelle after... This will work much better for Noelle.
It'll...
Why is Noelle... Is she planning to destroy them all in one go? She really got...
Whew. Finally, clean up over. You're too kind. Praise from the honorary knight is high praise indeed. But sadly, I'm afraid that my strength is the only thing I truly am confident in. Every time I train and compete with, even though I swing my blade with greater force than my opponent, no matter how hard I train, I can never pass the selection trials. Oh.
Yep. Real world fighting experience.
Real world fighting experience? I guess that's true. After all, if I were to leave the city, I wouldn't be there when people needed me. But you're right. I haven't had much real-world fighting experience. Where can I get some? Areas around Mondstadt. Slimes. Leave them to me.
The poor slimes.
Let's find shelter, or mushrooms will start growing on our heads.
Hey. Those blue ores are
Here we are. Let's start
a
with Dio slime.
adventure rank thing.
Steady as stone.
Piece of cake. Noelle's got moves.
So I don't remember seeing the bright blue one or the dark blue ones originally.
Huh? There are dendro slimes hiding here.
must leave no stone unturned. Yeah. Yeah.
That looked a bit tough for Noelle. Perhaps dendro slimes aren't her forte. Still, avoiding unfavorable battles is a big part of combat strategy.
I see. Noted.
I wonder if you're intended to fail that, because dealing with dendro slimes is a hassle without ranged fire attacks. I mean, effectively fire attacks I think would just be enough. Because if you burn them, they're forced to reveal themselves. And they take a lot of extra damage from the fire.
The next target is an Eye of the Storm? Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance.
The way she's beaten that in that many seconds.
No! The Eye of the Storm is getting away! Ugh. It was too far up in the air. I couldn't get to it. If only Amber or Miss Lisa were here. No, I can't think like that. As a knight, I must rely on my own strength.
Yep. If it was me, I would have gone to get help.
Huh? But... that makes sense. If only I'd fought together with you just now. The camaraderie and solidarity of its members form the backbone of the Knights of Favonius. So that's what Article 8 of the Knights of Favonius Handbook really means. I never looked at it that way before. Me? You think I can choose a suitable target? Really? Let me think. I should avoid enemies that I find difficult, and consider the power of teamwork. Ah! I've got it! I heard from Master Jean that there was a hilly trail camp nearby that often attacks traveling merchants.
Another thing I like is how they've got expressive animations. It's one of the things that is making the Great Ace Attorney games a big leap forward as far as the presentation of the in the kind of Phoenix Wright style games is the character models and the animations for them are just so much more expressive now. One moment. Distraction there.
Even though driving away hilly trails is usually something for the knights, maybe this time I can do it. Great. You and me.
Noelle! Noelle!
Who's that? I need to help.
Let the show begin.
Steady as stone.
A race no one escapes my sight.
Nahida makes a lot of these fights really fast because of her kind of AoE multiplying power.
Thank the Animo Archon. Finally, I'm saved. Ah, and thanks to Noelle and the Honorary Knight, too. If it hadn't been for you two, I can't imagine what would have happened. You guys are here to save me, right?
We were training nearby and happened to hear you calling my name. Luckily, we got here just in time.
I think I wanted to say help or Barbados protect me or something to that effect. I didn't even realize that I'd called out Noelle's name instead.
It's another one of those, says something about how the locals have come to depend on her so much that her calling out to her is the equivalent of calling out to a deity.
I guess in Mondstadt we're just so used to calling Noelle's name when we're in trouble.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, it's fine. It's an honor to be able to help everyone. Not to mention, I might not have registered Henning's cry if that weren't the case. Still, good thing the hilly churls we encountered weren't too fierce. Thankfully, I was able to handle them.
Huh? Not too fierce? I was so scared I couldn't even move my legs.
Really? I just did what I usually do. I guess so. I did have my mind set on not letting Henning get hurt. So if my intention is different, it can have a big effect on the outcome.
You know, I think you're right. Whenever Noelle is helping us out, she's usually more powerful than in training. Absolutely. No more of that. In any case, I'm extremely grateful to you both.
No problem. Merely fulfilling my duties as a maid of Favonius. Maid Noelle of the Knights of Favonius at your service.
All right. Should give us a double reward there. Okay, we can't unlock the other one until we get 2 more tokens. Don't think I can do any more of those. You're a new one. Many story quests I need to unlock before some of these. Achievement, memories. That, and chivalric training. How did we do? How did we do? We're getting closer. We need 160 more. Well, 152, but let's say 160. Left or right, I guess. My luck, I can't get to her quest yet. Oh, no. Astrology and the 50-Year Pact. That doesn't give us tokens, so let's look elsewhere here. Spelunkers definitely would. It's off in Sumera. Same there. Sumeru. Culminates. let's go for this one. Because we got to knock out some more of these. In order to reveal more monies. Well, more things that will give me wish doodads.
I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me.
They'll unlock narrative, and narrative gives you tokens. And, you know, we get to see the narrative.
I'll race you there.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhua, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plastrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhua, Shenhua, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
One of her adepti-like powers is to be able to put that outfit on.
Oh, really?
If it weren't for the banding there, like the almost like metal base around it, you would expect that you could like untie that and like unhinge portions there. I think that might be the intent, but that looks just like a decorative plate. Like that, perhaps that is like porcelain and metal, not exposed skin, you know?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
Because Paimon is awful.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhua?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Serious.
Okay. If you insist.
We're never going to say Paimon is right.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
There was a hole there.
Hi there! Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhua, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Let's buy one for Shenhua too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Just notice she's got kind of birdwing style on her, the back of her robe or whatever.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
I feel like there had to be something lost in translation with the names of the Adepti. Not as in they wouldn't be mundane, but it's that it doesn't come across the same way in English. Things like Cloud Retainer, you know? Yeah, the edges of her robes are akin to the wings and tail feathers on this.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
It would be the exact opposite of that, Paimon. Weren't you listening to the last plot point?
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
A terrifyingly powerful human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
I didn't know either, but I wanted to make you feel stupid.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days.
Yeah.
Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her.
This word human, I do not think that word means what you think it means. Because it doesn't matter that it was like the remnants of a god. Let's say it was another human being, like another 6-year-old child. For that fight to have been going on for several days and for her to still be in that fight says she's not human.
That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
I also like the consistency that they have in these scenes since they're rendered in the world, or that they're handled in world. Uh, Before I did all the quest chaining and what have you, that unlocked the top of the mountain here, this was shrouded in a kind of a whirlwind blizzard, and this spike wasn't up there in the air. But we can see that from a distance, and we can now see that change that was made, just like we can see the blue of waypoints that we've unlocked.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhua might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though! Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind. And she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
So a functional description of some of her outfit, those little red cords on her outfit, are anime power inhibitors.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Wonder if this is that was an allusion to the fact that she said she was a light sleeper and could hear very well. That she overhears this conversation.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhua because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Don't mock the gods.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
So, Shenhua isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti.
Eight.
If you ever want to trade...
Hey! So, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
Yeah, the red rope on her back and around her sides here. That's all functional ornamentation, as it were.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
Her eyes are neat. They have that pale blue to almost like a rich, kind of a rich purple, and then the white irises. Sorry, the irises are the pupil is almost like a white dot,
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
almost silvery.
To be fair, we
Once again,
met our
that's
fair
not a
share of
human.
male Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Alrighty, folks. We're going to stop there. I'm going to get some degree of sleep. Let's see about that one. been a good time, though. It's been a very good time. We will be playing more of this tomorrow / this evening. And we will probably continue to roll with it for quite a while that evening as well. There's the streaming event, and also just I'd like to see if I can get one of the characters. We'll see if I get lucky on one of the roles. I'd also like to get through the plot line and start working towards whatever the end game is in this game. We'll have to see. But again, thanks everybody for watching with us tonight for the second time. And I'll see you later.